Is this who I think it is? Let's find out.
It's boss time!
Yay! And it is the boss I'm thinking of. It's Bahamut. Did I say it right?
I think it's Bahamut. And he's like, what? Don't you dare call me a GF. I am not yours to play with.
I am not your girlfriend. It took me a while when I first played this game. Wait, so GF doesn't mean girlfriend in this game?
You see, I think I played this game before I knew that.
Probably, yeah.
Alright, so I thought 38,800 hit points. That's really not that much. There are two problems, though. One is that he has very high defense.
That's never a good idea.
Well, it's a good idea for him.
But not for us.
And like, okay, there's a question mark in the draw command, so I wanted to see what that spell is. And not surprisingly, for anyone who's played a Final Fantasy game, it's Flare.
Of course.
An important note is that although Flare looks like fire magic, it is not. It is non-elemental. And his Roar Smash attack is pretty strong. I meant to have Irvine recovered, you know, restore Rinoa's HP, but she went and died before he could.
Well, it's Squall's casting full life on her. So, yay!
Yeah, one thing I forgot to mention. You want people to have the draw command, because Bahamut has very powerful healing magic, which you can use on your party members during battle. He has Curaga and he has full life.
The Dark Messenger.
What?
I said the Dark Mannered. That's the attack name, Dark Mannered Messenger.
Oh.
Which means you're ahead in the video.
Yeah, that's like, what?
Okay, so I didn't think Diablos or Blink would do much against him, but I decided to try it anyway, just in case it did, and it didn't do anything. So Heartless, you should be at 1, 10, 42, 43, 44.
I'm a little ahead, sorry.
Okay.
And I'm a second ahead of you, think, but...
It's just a second, don't bother.
Yeah.
I love the spinning things in the background.
Well, it's like we're inside that thingy that was glowing. Now, how he could fit inside that, I don't know. Yeah, Rinoa really did not have enough hit points. Because, like, 2 normal attacks would kill her. And again, I wanted to have him recover Rinoa's HP, but it was too late.
Oh, at least you can use full life on her.
Yes.
And now she's back to life.
Which is good because she has the strongest attack of anyone right now. With Irvine, I was just casting Flare because it was doing more damage than the normal attack.
Yeah. Well, Tornado didn't do that much.
Yeah, Tornado is not the attack you need to worry about from him.
Now, this point will do a lot more than 2 digits. And,
2 digits on what?
it did 2-digit damage on Rinoa, and I thought it'd do that a lot more or less. Her defense is like high.
Oh, yeah. You mean the Tornado did?
Yeah.
That's weird because I had the spirit boosting abilities on the other characters.
Well, I did sit on Rinoa, but I didn't quite catch what it did to the boys.
Oh.
It probably did the same. I'll have to look back again when we post videos.
Mm-hmm. So since this guy's using magic, I thought, alright, why don't I summon Hikaru to cast Reflect on everybody?
Yeah, it's only Rinoa he's doing 2 digits.
Yeah, I wonder why she was taking... Oh, you know what? Maybe she had elemental defense against wind.
Probably. I think this GF's really cute.
Yes. Me too.
I want one as a plush.
I don't know if you were here when I mentioned this, but I was like, wait a minute, a carbuncle means that's its default name. A carbuncle is like some skin disfiguration or something, and then I looked, yes, that's one definition, but another definition is a red gem, which would make a lot more sense, since it has one on its head.
I don't think I'll save that session.
Yeah, I don't think we knew each other yet. That was the end of Disc 1. It's like,
No.
uh-oh, now we're in trouble.
Uh-oh, spaghetti-o.
Yes, if you have played other Final Fantasy games, you knew he was going to do this at some point. And, yeah, so those extra HP abilities saved my ass right there. Oh, and look at, yeah, I was just going to say, look at Squall's HP now. If I had not...
If only this was Final Fantasy VII.
Is there some special effect, or...?
Yeah, if you collect my 7,777 9 points, you go to a special attack mode. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, anyway, if I had not put those extra hit points on Squall and Irvine, then Mega Flare would have TPK'd us. And I would have had to rely on Phoenix, which is not a high percentage proposition. Especially not when he Mega Flares me several times.
Ouch.
Several times throughout the battle, not several times in a row.
Ouch. Yeah, but still, ouch.
Yes. I don't know why he waits so long before an attack sometimes. Angelo does not approve of you.
You killed my owner loads of times. I now attack you.
And she's about to get killed again. Yeah, so this is a non-elemental attack, which means you can't use junctions to reduce the damage from it. Except for Spirit, which I think will reduce the damage somewhat. Still, it's going to do a few thousand damage to you.
No, it's just taking the meat of it.
I'm going to text Jen and say that this session is almost over.
Hope you can come back for the last 15 minutes.
Yeah. Send! Pressing send.
And it's in Mega Flare again.
Yeah, so it's funny how 300,000 hit points, approximately, didn't really seem like that much on Jumbo Cactuar, but against this guy, less than 40,000 hit points seems like a lot.
And Rinoa's dead again.
No, she's not. Her dog saved her.
Good puppy.
Of course, it did that after I gave the command to cast Full Life. Nice!
Silly puppy.
Well, it couldn't have... Owen. She's like, you know what? I'm tired of you killing me. I'm going to launch my dog at you now.
Oh, Jen's back.
Oh.
What message in the thing we did?
Yes. We're fighting some dragon thing?
Yes, we are fighting some dragon thing. Glad you could join us for the end.
Yes.
This is Bahamut. You missed the fight. You missed the fight against Jumbo Cactuar.
Oh.
Would you get to see them back to back with this epic dragon?
Yeah, so... You know, I think you must use Mega Flare more often as the battle goes on and he gets closer to 0 hit points. And it's like,
Closer to
crap,
being more obnoxious.
I'm a dumbass. I cast magic healing magic on myself when I was under Reflect.
Oops! Go, doggy, go! What? Was that Angelo cannon?
Yes.
What?
Angelo should be plenty fresh now. He had that whole big break throughout like most of Disc 3.
Uh-oh, spaghetti-o.
The finals.
Ow.
Oh, shit!
Yeah! This was a problem.
Blasphemous fiend! Ooh,
This is a big problem.
Yep.
oh yes! Go, Irvine, go! You can do it! No, you can't, baby.
Is he going to become deadened now?
Once the animation finishes, we'll see.
No, he's alive.
He's still alive. Yes.
Alright, please, revive someone. Just revive someone. It's like, shit. This is a big problem.
Did he just stop you?
Well, he tried. It's like, okay, so first I make a big derp, and so the Reflect gets in my way. But then it saves me.
Yes. Yes. Look, Squall is alive. This is a good idea.
And Tornado really
It's like a painful idea.
doesn't do that much damage.
It get a bit windy.
Why am I pausing? Don't know. Oh, I was like probably taking a drink of water or something.
Yes, pause. Pausing is effective sometimes, yes.
I love your voice.
What, me?
Yes,
Yes.
baby.
My sister and I just spent the past hour and 20 minutes talking like this. Yes.
And I continue talking like this.
Okay, so
Yes,
there
well,
was
it's fun.
Oh wait, I'll turn my sound down.
this school that my cousin, this private school that my cousin was thinking of going to called Winchester Thurston. And now my parents use that as like whenever there's just anything that they don't know the name of that's, you know, either vaguely, you know, pretentious or snobby or vaguely British, either one of them, they'll just call it Winchester Thurston.
Just of the skin. Oh no, that looked not good.
Yeah, that isn't good.
Oh no, your reflect is kind of not a thing anymore.
Yeah, well, considering how
Whatever that was, it looked kind of painful.
It was Fungora.
Thundaga.
Oh,
And
That-
it was one of those.
And for some reason, remedies don't work on stop.
because that's not really a status condition, dude.
Yes, it is. It's not normal status.
Is he nearly dead?
I think so.
So, according to most of the Final Fantasy games, like, haste, slow, and stop are not actually status conditions, and as such will not be removed by remedy.
And Dispel doesn't work either.
Like,
And it's like, okay, I don't see any other option. I don't have anyone with the treatment command. I'm just gonna have to wait until it wears off. And stop will wear off eventually.
good.
You can cancel it by casting haste on yourself.
Yeah, I think that may have been in my mind, but I figured,
You didn't appear to have haste anyway.
well, maybe Squall was the one who had it.
Maybe.
What am I doing? Oh yes, I'm like, you know what? What the hell? Let's just blow him to bits.
And he's still on. Oh.
You won.
Well, yes, that attack was pretty bright.
Oh yes, you have slain the dragon.
Not really.
Retained its card, yes.
He didn't die.
You have defeated the dragon.
Yes.
And now you can name it fantastic things. Name it Maximum. Clearly that's not what you did.
You didn't talk to me.
This was the one you... I asked you which one you wanted. You said this one, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I did remember correctly.
Yes, because this is a dragon, and that was the year I was born in.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
That was my logic of picking it.
You are indeed an interesting one. What a Rinoa and Irvine, chopped liver.
Yes! They are the tastiest choice, Rack.
They don't have swords with guns built into them.
Yes, that is quite special.
Swords with
But
guns.
she says copy of her arm.
Anyway,
I know Irvine has an actual gun, which is much more functional than a sword gun.
Anyway, I junctioned AnniexoHoshi to Squall because that GF has the ability ×4 ability, which means I can put more bonus abilities on him.
All of the bonuses, yes.
That sounded weird, because when you said that, it sounded like, wait, you junction me to him?
Would you prefer I just call it Bahamut?
No, it just sounded weird. It probably take me a while to get used to it.
Oh.
It sounded weird, like, I've been junctioned to Squall. No.
I just imagine you, like, tied up to Squall, like, roped it.
What do junction? How work? Don't worry about it, it's a menu. So many things in Final Fantasy are just, don't worry about it, it's a menu. Oh god, like in Skyrim, when you eat the alchemy components. Like you stuff a flower in your character's mouth, and then discover it's useful for poison. Yes, delicious poison.
Alright,
So great.
so Bahamut or AnniexoHoshi has a lot of abilities you will not find on many other GFs, like that rare item ability, strength and magic plus 60, which it has by default.
Because I'm special.
You also get its card.
Yay, I have a card.
You missing one of the GFs?
I'm actually missing 3 GFs.
Eh.
There are 5 optional
It's not
GFs.
important, whatever fell upstairs, okay, I'm not worried about it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get all the side quests done in this session.
You're getting there.
Yeah, and I actually got a lot more done in this session than I thought because of some tips from...
What is that?
That's the Deep Sea Research Center. It doesn't show up on your map, but that's where you get Bahamut. I will be coming back there for another GF.
What is that?
That's Ragnarok.
Now you're just trolling.
I am confused.
You're puzzled.
I am very confused.
Jen is confessed cat.
Yes, sure. But seriously, what is this thing?
And this is the Ragnarok.
Oh, okay.
I
He's-
didn't say that like a minute ago.
And I just remembered I had autopilot. Jen, I'm sorry, I thought you knew that. I thought you were just, like, being a troll.
Me?
And then I remembered that you hadn't been in on last session, when we got the Ragnarok.
You obtained the shiny thing. Must be really nice.
Okay, so this is where you go to get the 4th of the
It is a pub.
Queen of Cards.
It is a pub. See, it says pub on it. It's clearly labeled in red letters.
Yes, so the 4th of the cards that the Queen of Cards' father makes, you get from here.
Hey, look, it's Tiger Man on screen again.
Tiger Woman. Okay, so this is me then. Oh, the second time, I just wanted to show what happens if you beat someone 8-2 or more when the difference rule is in effect. You just get all their cards. And now the game is trolling me, and I'm like, alright, is this really the guy who has this card? Because he's not using it. And I got so many just, you know, extra common cards. that I decided, okay, I'm going to refine a bunch of items from them.
Like all of the things. Yeah.
Oh, I love the card.
Venom fangs. Let there be venom fangs. And
Sharp spikes.
I now actually, this was the point at which I had enough items to get a weapon upgrade for Selphie.
Awesome.
I didn't remember it at the time, but I did remember it eventually. By eventually, I mean soon, because there are only 3 minutes left in this.
Oh, yes, yes, there is.
Yes, so I figured out the antidote to us getting outros wrong, but maybe I won't have to use it this time.
What?
That would be just adding some time with a blank screen to get the rest of the sound in. With the rest of the commentary.
Yes! But that is sneaky.
Sneaky, sneaky.
And it's like...
You've only been playing this for 42 hours, lol.
So I barely got any new items, but I did get some more of items which I needed some more. Can I have some more, please? Yeah, so I'm playing so that I have all 9s and A's covering all the corners at this time.
Awesome.
Well, you have the cards to do it.
Yes, so this is the card I'm looking for.
This is... Yes, good.
And I'm very glad that we are not using the direct rule, because if we were using the direct rule, there would be no way for me to take that card.
Okay.
God damn.
Unless the elemental rule were also in effect, in which case there might be a way. So actually, this is going to be the only time in the game that I get a card of a GF before I get that GF. I might as well say it now, it's not a huge spoiler, but Doom Train is the GF that you can summon using the Solomon Ring.
Ah, yes, the Doom Train, of course.
When you
I
said...
have seen so many hilarities about the Doom Train. You have no idea.
Whoever said Doom, whenever you said that, it reminded me of the Doom Shroom from Plants vs. Zombies.
You just plop it down. Everything's gone.
It's basically a nuke. The drawback is that it leaves a crater on your lawn.
Where you can't build anything until the crater just kind of collapses in on itself.
So I am missing only 5 cars at this point.
Yay!
You guess.
Good for you.
I actually need a few more elixirs before I can get one of them. You will see why later. But for now, Thinker2112 and...
AnniexoHoshi?
Jen?
Heartless.
over and out. With time to spare. Bye.
Well, we did that one well.
Except that you said that before the video was over.